Hello and welcome back to our playthrough of Aeon Trespass Odyssey. I'm Emerging Boat. We're on day 48 of Cycle 3, and we are doing a battle with the Hypertime Oracle at level 3 today. My last battle with the Oracle went pretty badly. I don't remember exactly what was bad about it. I don't remember if it was just bad power rolls or what. But I am hoping to get out of this fight in much better shape than that last one. So of course I'm bringing the Dehaka blade back into this. But let's take a look at the Hypertime Oracle sheet. And we'll see what is different at level 3. At level 3, similar to the Harpy, we go up from 8 to hit to 9 to hit. And then we have infinite movement still, and we still need 10 wounds to kill him. We start the battle with 1 escalation, and the Oracle is also going to deal +1 fate and or danger per attack. Or I should say +1 fate, or if the attack does not deal fate, it'll deal +1 danger. From there we have a couple of traits that are a little bit longer to read, but Quantum Eye basically just says that if you reveal a BP card with the open-eyed symbol, so it's our normal AT, Aeon Trespass symbol, but it has an extra little dot in the middle there, then we're going to gain fate equal to the BP card's level. We don't do this if you're just drawing a BP card through the normal process, but if you reveal a BP card through other effects like Heartseeker or like a trauma card or something like that, then you are potentially going to be gaining fate on some of your BP cards. Not all BP cards have it. I want to say it's maybe like 50% of them have them, maybe less than that. And I can't remember if it varies by BP level or not, like if more BP3s have it versus BP1s. I don't remember. But it's really unfortunate if you end up having to gain like 3 fate from revealing a BP3, or worse, getting like 6 fate. Because with Heartseeker, if you end up revealing 2 cards, 2 BP cards that have the open eye symbol on it, then yeah, guess what? You're taking that fate twice. So pretty terrible. Yeah, Quantum Eye is like supposed to be that if once you reveal it in the first time you have to play with it, then every other campaign that you play with in Aeon Trespass Odyssey, you are supposed to use the Quantum Eye. I did not carry that over between campaigns because I hate that. I hate Quantum Eye so much. It's interesting to play with once you actually unlock it, but I hated the idea of like carrying it over from campaign to campaign. But from this point forward, it's always active. Even if we were to go back and do more Menestus Theater or something like that, we would still have to enable Quantum Eye for like Cycle 1 Primordials. Anyway, then we have the Hypertime front, which basically just moves the time front more spaces per round. So at level 3, it says when the time front moves, it moves 4 spaces forward instead of 3. So that is just putting a little bit more of a timer on the fight in general, because we don't want to be sticking around if the time front is getting all the way up here, like we did last time. I had to start this fight with the time front 1 space forward. It was a note that I had on the Primordial sheet. I forget exactly what caused it. It's probably an Inward Odyssey that had an effect that we had to start the next fight like this, and we just haven't fought the Oracle in a while. Let's see, anything else to cover before I get into Titan loadouts? I don't think so. I am bringing the Transient Death as like my backup AA card, my backup Argo ability card. So at the beginning of any Titan round, I can get rid of one of our active Argo abilities and swap in Transient Death instead. So that should help us in the event of an untimely Titan death. Yeah, let's go into our little macro view here, and we'll do Titan loadouts. We have Ambrosia tokens out, I think, for all of the things that I need to gain Ambrosia for. What other start of battle effects do we have to deal with here? Let's see, for the returner, we need to gain a fate because she has to start at 2 fate. And then for Game Changer, we're going to have to draw an Obel without resolving its effect. Let's see what we draw here. You live. Okay, sweet. So he will. Okay, so he's the only person who's going to be. Well, he and Returner, I guess, are the only people who are going to be able to survive an Obel, because the Obel is about to get removed by what's it called? The Oracle's Extinguish Possibilities. That's what it is. But I think that's it in terms of start of battle effects. So let's go ahead and start the fight. At the start of the Primordial round, we're going to do Extinguish Possibilities. So we're going to look at the top trauma card from each deck. Let's go over to this view. There's our minor. Here's our major. Here's our grave. And we already know that the Obel is going to be the You Live, so I'm just going to remove that. Minor is going to be gain 1 fate. That's going to stay on top. Major is going to be Flood of Memories. It's positive, so it's going to get removed. And then Grave Trauma is going to be See Pattern, and that's also going to get removed. Then we'll go to draw everybody's favorite AI card, In Media Res. Starting from the lowest fate and continuing in ascending order. Titans must draw and resolve a minor, major, and grave trauma, blah, blah, blah. We know the drill. Our sender is going to have to draw the minor trauma since he has the lowest fate. Of course, he's going to draw the card that we reviewed earlier. So he's going to gain 1 fate. Then we have a tie between Game Changer and Truth Bearer for 1 fate. Let's have our Truth Bearer do the grave since he has second chance and can actually use second chance, because our Game Changer, aka Oda Zero, cannot redraw Obels or redraw trauma cards at all. We still have that Fated Nemos that I have not been able to get rid of with him. So we're going to draw the major trauma. Gain 2 rage. Okay. Take that. So Game Changer gets 2 rage and now becomes the priority target. It's gone. And then, 1 second. Having trouble getting that card back in. All right, then we need to draw a grave trauma with Truth Bearer. Push the limit. Nice. You may immediately move up to 4 spaces and perform a bonus attack with +1 power. Woohoo! We do not have the knockdown, so we'll ignore that second part. 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can get into range still, at least. That's good. Nice! Alright, that's going to go to the back of that grave trauma deck. Judgment is done, so let's go ahead and put that just off to the side over here. Alright, so then we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need to get 4 more tokens here to mark. Not that we need this right now, but before I forget that we need them. Okay. So then Truth Bearer is going to do an attack. You'll gain 1 rage and 1 fate. We're going to have +2 precision total, so we need a 7 or higher. All right, come on, 7. Okay, we got 1 hit. So fate reroll on this. At least we're not going to get a full miss here. Okay, come on. Dang, crit miss. That's going to be an adversary activation. Okay, let me note that over here. We will get a hope and a break in our first ability window. Draw our BP card, which is Sun-Kissed Hood. AT value of 5. Do we have a note? We do not have a bonus. AT. Oh, I do want to put a little danger reminder out here just so I can remember that in the primordial attacks we have to deal bonus danger / fate. Oh yes, we will get to ignore the signature because this is a bonus attack. That's good. We're We're gonna get 1 black, 1 red from the weapon, 1 black from us. And we have +2 bonus power total, so we only need 3 on the dice here. No power rerolls, so oh my gosh, can't talk this morning. Power rerolls. We don't have any power rerolls, so let's roll these one at a time for dramatic effect. That is excellent. Okay, that is a wound, and that is awesome. All right, we're starting off this battle strong. We wound the sun-kissed hood. So that is going to go there. Go up to 1 wound. Get a BP2 in the stack. 3, 2, 1. BP1. AI1 comes out. AI2 goes in. 3, 2, 1. AI1. Back to this. These come out. That comes out. These come out, and we're going to get break 2. Can do elation 1, so that comes off. We'll get an opening. Then we'll get a break and an opening from our Kratos table. And we can burden 1. We could have done that in the first ability window as well. I'm going to take one of the Ambrosia. I'm equidistant from Game Changer and Ascender. I'm going to take one of the Ambrosia tokens from Ascender. I think Game Changer would benefit more from being able to leave extra opening tokens. Nice. All right, that comes out. And this needs to go up by 1 because we dealt the Oracle a wound. That'll end that attack. And then we still have to resolve another AI card. AI1, Paradoxical Strike. Priority target in front is our target here, so that is going to be our Game Changer. We're going to get move and attack. Okay, that's not terrible. Each hit deals 1 fate and 2 danger. If 2 or more fate was dealt, discard 1 gear. Well, that's not good, because almost certainly we're going to get 2 or more fate dealt to us. Okay, may need to discard the Atlantean Oscillator, unfortunately. Then after attack, rewind. Okay, I just don't really like that he's going to be moving closer to the time front with this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Fix that. We got 3 hits that we need to try to evade. That was almost 1 evade, but it was not. We'll get 1 free reroll. I don't think we're going to waste fate trying to reroll other ones. Nope, no reroll, or no evasions. Dang, so we're about to take 4 fate and 6 danger. Jeez, all right, we'll probably reduce the danger a bit here. Reduce it by 1, so that's 4 fate and 5 danger. So we're going to go up to 5 fate and 6 danger. Okay, I'm a bit more concerned about the fate here than I am the danger, but both of these, so we've got to go with the danger because it's still a higher value, but it's a major trauma trial either way. I feel like I haven't drawn the gain sealed condition major trauma in a while, so that's what I'm going to bet this one is. Another bonus attack! Fuck yeah! This is going so well. Lose 1 danger and stand up. Okay, lose 1 danger. We go down to 5 danger. Stand up. You may immediately perform a bonus attack. Today's going to be a good day. I can feel it. All right. So that's going to chain break the rest of Paradoxical Strike, so we're not going to have to get rid of Atlantean Oscillator after all. That's good. All right, but to do this bonus attack, we're going to need to gain a Rage and another Fate. We're going to have two dice to roll with, and we need a 3 or higher. Okay, I'm going to spiral both of those. So we're going to lose 2 fate. Go down to 4 fate. See if we can get, nope, no crit, but we at least get a hit. That's good. No first ability window tokens to put down. Okay. Right angled wing. AT value of 6. Wound effect is going to be moving 3 spaces away and giant glaciating the previous primordial space. Okay, not bad. We have 1 white die, 3 black dice here, and we need to get 6 on the dice. All right, let's roll this one at a time. Okay, not the best start. That's pretty good. Oh, geez, nope. That. So we're at 3 right now. 4, 5. All right, I think it's impossible for us to not wound. That is plenty. I think that brings us to 10 total, which beats 6. Then the Oracle is going to move 3 spaces directly away. 1, 2, 3. And giant glaciate the previous primordial space. Boom. So that'll come out. Go into our wound stack, go up to 2 wounds. And we need another BP2 in our deck. So we're at half BP2s now. 3, 2, 1. Still BP1 on top. I would rather start to get higher level BPs now. AI1 comes out, AI2 goes in. 3, 2, 1. AI1. These come out, I'll clear that, and we are going to get 4 hope. 1, 2. Come on. 3, 4. Then do I want to, oh, gaining 2 fate to ignore the exhaust. That was kind of a weird space to have to do a giant glaciate because now returner's not in line of sight. So I could motivate returner 1 forward, and then I think at that point she'd have line of sight. But let's see, we're going to have rouse 1 as well. Then what else here? Break, opening, break and opening, and then we can use elation, get another opening, and we'll have 1 more break as well. Or we could choose to do another opening instead of another break. I think I'd rather do that. Let's do that. Put another opening in there. Get rid of these. Then we have our motivate. So I think I'll motivate returner forward 1 space. And I'll gain the 2 fate to ignore that exhaust. It's a lot of fate, but it's just too good of an ability not to use. And that's going to end that attack. Well, so I guess we don't really need this because Truth Bearer gets to ignore Cumbersome with a 1-handed weapon or a 2-handed weapon. And we're off to a great start now. Getting 2 wounds in before the first Titan round is pretty awesome. At the start of the Titan round, I will use the 13th Muse Grand Cannon. I'm going to try to prime that and see if we can get the shot that adds a negative AT token. 7, that does prime, so we're going to fire that immediately. Let's go to our cargo here, and let's lose a relief shell fragment. And that'll get us a negative AT token if I can find it. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. There we go. Ah, I just lost it. Negative AT. Amazing. I probably want to start with returner. Having a bunch of hope for a bunch of red dice is pretty good. And I'll take advantage of being able to attack with her while she's in range and not having to move. Activate her. Then this get popped over to here. And I think she has line of sight there, yeah, because that corner can hit this corner unobstructed, and she's within range of her weapon. Yeah, all right, we're good. She's gonna have what, +3, +4, 5, 6. So she needs a 3 or higher to hit here. She needs to gain a rage to attack. Did I miss any of her start of battle effects? No, I don't think I did. Okay. 3 or higher. That's a 3 and a 5. Does not crit. I may try to start crit hunting on the BP3s, but we're not at that point yet, so we'll keep it as is. Then we do not get any tokens at the first ability window. Will be 5 dice. Give me a second. I don't know why this thing is bouncing around. Okay, there we go. I don't know if you could actually notice it moving, but I could, and it was annoying. So we're gonna have 5 red dice. And draw our BP card. Wing Eye Colony, is that? It's not, okay, that is in there. Wing Eye Colony, 4 AT, atemporal. So we're gonna have to draw a minor trauma. Okay. So we have 5 dice. We only need 3 on the dice here. We have that negative AT token. Boom, 2, 4. Okay, that's plenty. What? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Amazing. We wound. We wound. No wound effect. That'll come out. Go up to 3 wounds. We'll get another BP2. I really want to start getting BP2s and 3s on top here. 3, 2, 1. BP2. Then AI1 comes out. Nope, not AI3. AI2 goes in. 3, 2, 1. AI2. Go back to this. These will come out, and we're gonna have to deal with pass. So I'll keep these off to the side over here. Oh, and I forgot we had a rouse in there. All right, so we're gonna get opening 2 from our bow. Then we have to do cumbersome, so that'll get exhausted. We have some motivate to give out. I'll do that last. Then we have pass 1 and black 1. Let's put a black token in here. And I will pass a break token. Okay, so our Kratos pool is nowhere near as good as it was when Game Changer left it, but you know, it is what it is. But we are going to have motivate 2, motivate 2, or no, I'm sorry, motivate 2, motivate 1, motivate 1. And reposition 3. Okay. So for reposition, let's do that first. Reposition, I think I'll go like here. And for motivate, I'll use 3 of the motivate to go 1, 2, 1. And then motivate you 1 over here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then we'll use our movement to unexhaust. And that ends Returner's turn. Next, I think I'll go with Game Changer just because he is the most likely to get out of range from attacking if the Oracle decides to move anymore. Activate you, re-establish your time anchor. Oh gosh, just moving everything. Destructive. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have you go here, because if Oracle has to move, I think I'd rather it moves backwards as opposed to, I'd rather it move east than south. And actually, before we have to do this, let me use Fate Converter. Gain a danger, lose 2 fate. Then we'll attack, go to 4 rage, 5 fate. We'll need to get a 3 or higher here. That's a crit miss. That's going to be another adversary activation. Ugh, not good. Ooh, I did actually need to put an extra opening token in from Cersei Guard attacking, because she has extra opening. So that at least makes this a hit. And I am not going to push my luck with any rerolls right now. I'm going to save pushing that luck until BP3 starts showing up. I could reroll that one hit to lose a fate, but if I roll another miss on that, if I roll a 1, I'd be so pissed at myself. So I'm not going to do it. It's not worth one fate. We're going to get 3 black dice and a white. Let's use this one. Draw our BP card. Unholy Chasuble. 7 AT. If we wound, we're going to get time clocked. That's not the end of the world. Okay. All right, not a lot of tokens in the pool, but we're going to need 6 on the dice here. And we have how many power rerolls? Potentially 2. Oh, actually we get an extra red die. Nice. All right, that white die I think saved me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just barely do it without having to use the black die or the black token, but let's see what happens. Okay, 2 extra power. So we wound, we're gonna get time clocked. Get that time clocked card. Departing side up. Game changer is going to come off the board here. These come out, that comes out, that comes out. Oh, I still need a wound. Put that in there. All right, and now we are going to be having to do signature, right? Or, oh no, that's right, it's the top AI card for Once Upon a Time. Okay, that's worse. We're gonna get a BP3 in here now. There we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. BP2. AI2 comes out. AI3 goes in. Not our ultimate, and neither is the next one. 3, 2, 1. AI2. These come out, and then we're going to get a nice, lovely, cool. That's going to be Hope 4. I am not going to, actually I don't even think I can use a Knight to Remember right now because I can't use active abilities. So Cumbersome is going to take place. And that's going to get exhausted. Then we're going to get Rouse 1. Then do 1 break, 2 opening. Yeah, sure, let's do that. It'll end the attack action and end his turn, but we also need to do our Once Upon a Time, so we'll reset this counter. It goes off, and then AI2 gets drawn. Flash forward. Highest fate in front is the target. And that is going to mean the one who bears truth is going to be targeted. Move and attack. Well, we're not going to move anywhere because it's already adjacent. And we're going to have 3 dice that we're going to have to hit, try to evade. And we might have a decent chance of dying. Luckily, we have the prototype Trespass device with the Truth Bearer. And we have second chance. All right, 9 or higher, no free rerolls. This got put in the little bin. Oh, come on, that was almost a 10. All right, so that's 3 hits. Okay, I could block 1. Blocking 1 and bringing it down to 2 doesn't help us. So we know that the obol is the you died obol. If I reroll all 3 of them, there's a decent chance I'll get a 9 or a 10 on one of them. And maybe bring down to a grave trauma draw. Let me think about this because time clocked, after attack. Okay, so if we chose to accept the death here, we would get to ignore time clocked. We would just come back to life at our time anchor. That's good. The Oracle is going to move 5 spaces directly away from the target. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be centered there. Then Giant Glaciate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I think I'm okay with not risking the fate gain here. And also, I potentially just have to end up drawing or using the fate safe anyway for second chance if I draw a bad trauma on the grave. Okay, yeah, I'm going to accept that I'm going to die. So Truthbearer dies, and I think I technically still get a Pygmalion stone mark because an Argo-bred Titan is dying. And then when you die, lose 1 Titan from the Argo to come back to your come back to life at your time anchor. So I'm going to go into my Argo here. I'll show this. I did already gain my Pygmalion stone mark. We're going to lose a Dreamwalker Titan from our Argo Stoa. Go back to this one and come back to life at our time anchor. This is discarded. Let me go there. Boom. The time clock does not happen because of the mercy rule, and then the after attack will happen. 1, 2, oh, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This gets destroyed. Then we Giant Glaciate the previous space. And I think I may actually want to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's use a charge of Chronosphere Warning System to have the Ascender move 1, 2, 3 spaces, so that way he'll be in range to attack next round. Or this round, technically. Then these come out. That ends the attack, right? Yeah, okay, that ends the attack. Take this, put it in our discard. And then next I can go with either the Ascender or the Truthbearer. I think I'd rather go with the Truthbearer next, put him north of the Primordial, just in case the Primordial moves away. That should it should still let the Ascender be in range of attacking. Actually, I guess even if... I don't think I'm worried about the Primordial movement as much. I think either way we could have both Titans attack. But I think I'm still going to go next with Truthbearer. So, go with you, activate you. Your time anchor is already reestablished. Then let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could go 6 and go further back, but I don't think I really see the need to do that. Oh, also really quickly, I want to... I think I need to slide these over just a tiny bit, because I think some of them were not... some of them were kind of cut off a little bit. Okay. Just check. Yeah, okay, that's better. Then we'll gain a Rage and a Fate here to attack. Do I want to use Arrow Barrage? No, I think I'll save Arrow Barrage for before Ascender attacks. I think we're going to need a 5 or higher to hit. It's a 9 and a 2. I will keep that 9. Reroll this 2 and gain a Fate. It's a lot of Fate. Double 9s. It's going to be Auto Break 1, Auto Hope 1. I probably should just not even gain that Fate because we are very likely to wound. Oh well, too late. I already re-rolled it. Draw our BP2. We have AT value of 8. Let's get 7 on the dice, and if we wound, we move the time front 1 space backwards. That would be nice. Let's see. 3 black dice total and 1 red. We act like we're at Rage 3 because of the Rouse token. Yeah, so we're good here. All right, 7 on the dice. Actually 6 on the dice because of the bonus power from Paradox. I think we're probably good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're good. We will wound. We will move the time front 1 space backwards. I gotta stand up for this. Ugh. That backwards, move that backwards. 5 wounds. Not even done the first or the first Titan round. Love that. Then we are going to get sit down again. EP3. I got long arms, but my arms aren't that long. I can't sit here and reach like all the way across the other corner there. Yeah, okay. Got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, that's right. 3, 2, 1. EP3. AI2 comes out. AI3 goes in. Not our ultimate. Next card is not our ultimate either. 3, 2, 1. AI3. Okay, well, I definitely want to try to wound again. Get that AI3. Well, even if I wound, I'm going to put another AI3 in that deck, and probably going to be having to deal with an AI3 as the next attack. Potentially the next 2 attacks, too. We'll see. These come out. What else are we putting in here? We're going to get break 2. We have a reposition. Let's reposition 1 away. We can burden off of returner, so we will take an ambrosia from the returner. Then elation 1, so we will turn that ambrosia into an opening token. Then get 2 more break, an opening and a hope. Opening and a hope. I could reestablish my time anchor at the end of my turn, but I don't think I want to do that because that could risk the Oracle consuming it and getting another charge, another counter on the Once Upon a Time trait. So that will just end our turn. I will be right back. And last but not least is Ascender. Our first turn with Ascender. Oh, isn't that exciting? It's not the best Titan. He's just fun to have new Titans. I wonder if I were to take like my stats from like my last playthrough and playing through Mnestis Theater. I wonder what Titan would have the least playtime on them. Like playtime. Oh, actually, I think I know the answer to this. Like playtime relative to how long I had them unlocked. Warkeeper probably would have been my least used Titan. Ascender would have been down towards the bottom as well, I think. Let's see. There's a Cycle 5 Titan that would probably fall into that category too, unfortunately. I will say though, I feel like I probably talked about this before and I'll probably talk about it again. Overall, I think, you know, there's definitely some outlier Titans that are like, some are obviously significantly better than others. But in terms of ones that are like underpowered or underwhelming, you know, they did a pretty good job of balancing it. It's not perfect, but it's pretty dang good. Like, I think Ascender has, there's a case to be made that Ascender could be decent in the campaign. Like you could build enough of a tank build around him that, you know, he's getting enough armor rolls that he's able to take a lot of attacks and do a lot of trauma draws. Like, I still don't think you're going to be getting past like 4 or 5 generic tokens generally in a fight, assuming you're still able to get him to be the main tank and taking like a majority of the primordial attacks. But unfortunately for him, or them, trying to be better about like pronouns, but just, I don't know, it's hard for me sometimes. Just, I fall into that hole of just calling everything a him. Unfortunately for them, they don't really hold up well in Mnestis Theater because in Menace Theater, the attacks get more brutal. Like, if you are taking a Primordial attack, you're probably dying, or you're just having to use a second chance or something like that. You're building more around evasion rather than trying to get armor rolls, and so it's unlikely that you're going to be surviving more and more trauma draws. But, I mean, that's okay. It's not like, I don't think you're going to have, I don't know. I think it's fine. Like I said, Ascender's not my favorite, but I do think they do have some neat things. They get a little bit better if you can take a couple of attacks, which is, it's fine. And having Elation 1 on Kratos level 1 is a really cool benefit. Actually, that's probably something that maybe he would have gotten bumped up in terms of my, like, time played versus time, like, over time unlocked. Because I probably would have used him for that Elation alone in the Kratos level 1. So, anyway, I digress. Time anchor is reestablished. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we will make an attack, gain a rage, gain a fate. And we need, what do we need to hit? Oh, I think I want to use my opening or arrow barrage here. Oh, also, before I attack, do I want to have Game Changer arrive? Yeah, let's do it, because I feel like between now and the next Titan round, we'll probably have somebody else get time clocked, and I don't really want 2 Titans to be in time clocked. So we'll have Game Changer arrive back on their time anchor. Just go to this view so you can kind of see the full game state while I'm doing this. And then let's go back to this. So right now we would have +1, +2, +3, +4. Yeah, I'll use Arrow Barrage Charge to get 2 opening tokens, which will give us +6 total to our precision. So we'll need 3 or higher to hit. Boom. Crit, baby! Yes! Hell yeah. I knew I was saving that luck for a reason. I mean, this whole fight has been pretty good overall, but the crit on a BP3 is just going to put the icing on the cake here. All right, so both of those are hits, so I don't need to worry about re-rolling. Auto break 1. We're going to end up getting, what, 3 red, 2 black for this. I may want to consider using Death Follows here. Actually, I probably will end up using it just to make sure that I can wound. But let's see what we draw here with the BP3. Void Heart, AT of 9, Atemporal. Ooh, shoot. Speaking of Atemporal, who was it? I was supposed to draw a minor trauma with Returner. It's pretty late for that, but we have to draw it anyway. Shoot. Okay, so another Titan may move up to 2 spaces or stand up. Okay, well, I'm just going to say that we just missed the opportunity to use that, so at least it's not something that screws us. All right, let's see. Void Heart, we did get a crit, so gain 1 progress token after battle, resolve the Helion. Didn't we already resolve the Helionaut special event? Yeah, we did, because that was the Commander Electron. But I think there's rules in there about, like, if you happen to resolve it multiple times. So AT of 9. I think this is on the higher end of BP3. So let's just add another red die in there just to be safe. We're gonna have to get 7 on the dice here to wound this, and Ascender will have to be drawing a minor trauma after this as well. So boom. Ooh. Great on the red dice. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I think that's it from just the red dice alone. Yeah, we don't care about overbreak, so we're good. We wound, and inside the hollow of the creature's body, a miniature globe of shining darkness. Sun's pale imitation. You squish it like a bug. Neat. So this is going to go to our wound stack. We're going to go up to 7 wounds. This will go up to 3. Then we're going to remove the lowest BP and put in 2 BP3s. 1, 2. Okay. 3, 2, 1. BP1. Boo. I don't like that. AI1 would come out. AI3 is going in. Yeah, not our ultimate. And still not our ultimate on top. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Damn. AI3. Go back to Ascender here. These come out. That comes out. Oh, and then, so we get to gain a progress token immediately. Where is my scribe? There you are. Let's see, I was about to put one on Doom for some reason. Do we want to put it on Inwards Odyssey or Story Card 3? Like, normally I would put this on the Story Card. I have some comments that I want to make on the Story 3A at the beginning of the next adventuring video, but I don't think, like, these map things, I don't think are going to be that useful, so I think I'm going to choose to put this progress token on Inwards Odyssey here. That's going to give us IO 50, so we'll put that as a note at the end of today. IO 50. Cool. Come back to this. So these are coming out. We're going to get Black 2 closing 2. Black 2 closing 2. And what else? We'll get a Rouse. We'll get another black and an opening from Elation. Black 1, then opening 1. I think that's all. Kind of a weird pool because of all black and no break. But it is what it is. All the break comes out. These come out. That goes away. And that will end Ascender's turn. Our negative AT token will come out. Our Argo abilities are going to get reset. And then we're going to re-ready our Argonauts for the next Titan round, and we're going to jump into our Primordial round. Overtime Laser! Target is the furthest Titan. All right, that's our Game Changer, I think. Actually, it's a tie between Game Changer and Returner. Let's see who we want the Oracle to go after. Okay. This is the stupid one where it's just going to end up targeting everybody, basically. Oh, and I forgot to move the time front forward at the end of the Titan round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go there. The spot of nothingness technically still just stays there. Oh, and I completely... Shoot, I didn't do Extinguish Possibilities. All right, so let me do this really quickly. Let's do our minor, major, grave, and we know our obol is the You Died obol, so I don't have to draw that. Minor is unexpected. Wow, we have a lot of positive traumas that we've been having on the top of these decks. Major trauma, Giant Gash, that'll stay on top. Then grave trauma, Fate Worse Than Death will stay on top as well. Yeah, I need to think through how I want to order these, because like I have a little bit of flexibility right now in terms of the order that we take these attacks, because we're starting off with 2 Titans that are equidistant from the Primordial, so I need to think through this. Because at the end of this attack, the Oracle is going to move 5 spaces towards the time front, and I need to think about how, like, maximizing the number of Titans that we can try to avoid getting attacked, as well as where we want the Primordial to end. All right, I think I know what I'm going to do here, so let me explain it out loud to gut check it with myself. I think what I would really like to do is have the Hypertime Oracle ideally end it, like before it does the 5 moves towards the time front, I want it to end here, attacking the Ascender this way, because then it's going to, when it goes to move 5 towards the time front, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go here, and it won't have to consume any time anchors. So how do we make that happen? Well, I'm going to start just by hitting every piece out of the way. Now, I think how we're going to do it is we're going to start by attacking the returner, which is going to cause the Oracle to move on top of the Truth Bearer to attack returner. Truth Bearer is going to suffer knockdown. We can have him use the first ability from Fall from Eden, so that instead of getting knocked down, he gets time clocked, making him safe from this attack. He'll get 1 danger from this, but that's fine. Truth Bearer. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, because I was thinking Truth Bearer had Fall from Eden, but he does not. Shoot, 1 second. This being a double laser attack, because of my 5 paradox that I have, makes this more complicated. Okay, maybe I have a plan now. And I think it's going to involve me intentionally not having anybody behind icebergs. Sounds dumb, but let me talk this out. Because we know that the next AI card is going to be an AI 3. So we really don't want to have to draw, we don't want to increment our Once Upon a Time counter, because we would like the chance to wound to maybe not have an AI 3 on top. So first Titan to get targeted would be the Game Changer. No, okay. No, I think I got it. The first Titan to be targeted, so we would, all right, I'm gonna start committing to this because I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend a charge of Chronosphere Warning System to move 1, 2, 3 for the Truth Bearer. Then the first Titan to get targeted would be the returner, so Oracle would move over here, attack the returner. This would get destroyed. Imagine that the returner doesn't, oh shoot, actually wait. This would result in the returner getting attacked twice. So, okay, let me go back to my original plan. We'll still have the Truth Bearer do that Chronosphere Warning System charge. We would have the Game Changer, Advanced Reflex, doesn't really matter, just wants to get into this row. So then Oracle would go here, attack the Game Changer and destroy this tile. That's going to cause Game Changer to have to draw an obol, but we know, I forgot to put a little charge on here. We know that the obol that he draws is going to be the You Live obol. So we burn that, but he survives. Then he would suffer a rewind and go back here. Then next Titan to get attacked would be the returner. Then she would get attacked and suffer a rewind and go back to her time anchor here. Dang it, no, because then this is going to result in the Oracle being able to move through the yellow time anchor. Dang, 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 dang. Maybe I just accept that returner gets hit twice. She has Scorch conditioning, so maybe it's bearable. Okay, so let's play that out again. If we did that, we go 1, 2, 3. Here, attack, rewind, you'd have to go back here. Then next you'd have to go over to Game Changer, which would bring you over here. Game Changer would be safe, returner would get attacked a second time. But we can survive with returner. Then Oracle would go here to attack the Ascender. Ascender would get attacked, hopefully survive, get rewound to here. And then lastly, the Truth Bearer would get attacked. Again, hopefully survive. And then Oracle would move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go here, and that would avoid any time anchors getting consumed. All right, yeah, let's just commit to that. I don't know if I can come up with anything better without just taking forever. So you were here. I think this is right because we are using Chronosphere Warning System. So we'll have the Oracle shift north and attack the returner first. Returner is blue. Let's see. This little glacier is going to get destroyed. our iceberg. Then we're going to have 3 dice that we need to try to evade with. We need to get a 10 to evade. Oh, baby. Oh, shit. That's huge. Well, first of all, that's a crit evade. I'm not at 4 danger, so I don't get to do the bonus attack. I'm not even ranged to attack anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But if we spend a fate, we can exhaust the Shalusalem and full evade, which means we don't have to suffer a rewind, which means she's not going to get attacked a second time, which is amazing. Okay, great. So now next Titan to get attacked is going to be Game Changer. Oracle shifts down this way, does another double laser attack, and that is going to destroy this iceberg. Okay, then third Titan to get attacked is going to be the Ascender because he is now the furthest. So Oracle will move down this way and get a clear shot on the Ascender. Again, only 10 or higher evades here. That's going to be a 10, 110. Well, actually, really quick, I want to see if I could have re-rolled one of those dice for free for a returner. So let's just see if I had to actually block. Whoops. Yeah, okay. So I would have had to block. I can get 2 free re-rolls here, right? Yes, I can. Okay, so we got 1 evade, 2 re-rolls. Okay, still 2 hits. I will gain a fate to block one of them with the face shield. That's going to be 1 hit, which is going to be, what, 5 danger. So it's going to be a black and a red die. We reduce that by 1. Now we're taking 4 danger, so we go up to 6 danger. And we already know that that is going to be our giant gash trauma. So we will gain a danger, shuffle this card back in and draw again. I think that'll be 1 token here because we survived a trauma draw. Shuffle these. And we will draw that. Let me put these back before I reveal what that is. We do have a second chance now that we are at 7 more danger. Ooh, do I want a second chance this? Because this is the one where I'm guaranteed to die, right? Unless I awaken. Ooh, this is... This is a tough call for me because, like, I don't really mind losing the Ascender. If we take this attack, we do chain break the rest of Overtime Laser. I hate passing in a bonus attack, but I don't know because, like, Truth Bearer, I'm kind of expecting to survive this attack with him. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Because I can block 1 hit with Truth Bearer, which would mean I would be about to take 9 danger. But then we also have Laser Resistance 1, which means at most I could be taking 7 danger, and then we have a white die on top of that. So I know I'm not going to be drawing an Obol with Truth Bearer, and I have second chance with Truth Bearer as well. I hate passing up bonus attacks. I'm going to use second chance here. I'm going to use Abyss Thorax. Oh, geez, I'm not even showing the right person. All right, so this will get discarded. I hope I don't regret that. Draw another major trauma. Another bonus attack. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's what, four bonus attacks? Was it 3 or 4? Oh my god. Holy crap. That is insane. Jesus. All right. I will take this one because I can take a bonus attack without dying. So we lose a danger. Yes, you have to lose 1 danger. Stand up, you may immediately perform a bonus attack. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So this still gets chain broken. Then we are going to do an attack. We'll gain a rage and a fate. Oh, actually, there should also be another opening token in here because, what's her name? Aster also has the opening 1 bonus. Woo! All right, so this is going to be 2 dice. This is going to be really funny if I just roll a crit miss anyway, which is going to end up killing Ascender at the end of the fight, but, you know, I'm kind of expecting that at this point because it'd just be funny. But let's see, we survive. With second chance, does that count as another? No, I think it's still the same. It's still the same trauma draw. So yeah, I'll just say we're just at 2 right now. So we have +1, +2, +3, 4, 5, 6. We have +6 to hit here, so we need 3 or higher. That's a 7 and a 5. We are not on a BP3, so I'm not going to try to re-roll these for a crit. Draw our BP. Oh wait, first ability window. We need just a break. Auto break 1. Okay. What do we got? We need to get 6, 5 on the dice here. And we're gonna get time clocked. I think that's fine. So we're gonna have 2 black, 3 red. Power roll. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, easily done without using the black. We don't have overbreaks. We don't care about going over. So we wound. We will get time clocked. I'm glad I chose to use reverse time flow at the end of the last round there. Let's see, this is going to Ascender. Time clocked, then this will go into our wound stack. This goes to 8, this will go to 4, so we are gonna have to draw another AI card now. And we will get another BP2 in here. 3, 2, 1, BP2 on top. Then AI 1 comes out. AI 2 goes in. 3, 2, 1. AI 3, shoot! Okay. Then these will get cleared. That'll get cleared. We were acting like we were at Rage 3 because of the Rouse token. So actually, I think this Kratos pool is how we would go into our next attack. Because of Rage 3, we get a break and an opening. Break makes up for the auto break that we had to put in for this attack. Opening makes up for the opening that we no longer get from Elation. All right, I'm going to have to come back to this because I need to go to work before I finish this battle. So I will resume this maybe tonight. So I will be right back. Camera angles might be a little bit different here. Just make sure I finished this. Yes, I think we're good there. Okay, go to this view. And I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I think we were just about to do our next AI card, so let me go ahead and draw that. Existence Erasure. Let's see, we have target is highest priority target in front. Nobody's in front. Next targeting line is highest fate in front. Also, nobody in front. And then the last targeting line is priority target in sight, which is going to be Game Changer. Fortunately for us, this will be pretty easy to evade or to get out of the way of. I was going to say evade or dodge, and I was like, well, technically those are all like keywords in the game. It's not what we're doing, but we're going to, well, out of reach evade. No, not even out of reach evade. We're just going to block the attack. But blocking is the issue. Okay, I'm struggling here. We're going to put an iceberg in front of us. So we're going to use the advanced reflex from Game Changer's sheet and advanced reflex behind this. I was just making sure that we had a window of opportunity. I was like, wait, if we don't, that's going to suck. But we do. So the Oracle just moves here, does a double laser attack, and destroys that iceberg. Actually, it'll destroy this one too, because of the other laser. After a final attack, move the time front 1 space forward for each time. Oh, well, that was nobody. Nobody was killed by that attack, so we are done with that attack. Nice. At the start of the Titan round, let's do 2 things. I don't expect that I'll need this, but we have an Argo ability that is used up, so might as well replace it anyway. So we're going to take out Chronosphere Warning System, and we will replace it with Transient Death. So if we do lose another Titan, or if we do lose a Titan, we can bring them back to life. Also, this should be down to 0. And that should be done. And then we can also roll for our 13th Muse. We need a 7 or higher. That's a 6. That does not prime, unfortunately. Since Game Changer can't get into range to attack here, I will just go with Truth Bearer, and hopefully we can have Ascender go with the final attack. Maybe it'll be a BP3, and we'll be able to try to get another crit on a BP3. So let's go with Truth Bearer here. Reestablish the time anchor. Come on. There we go. And we'll do move and attack. Let's see, is there anything I'm missing? I don't think so. I'm still going to attack with Paradox, I think. So I'm going to gain a Rage and a Fate. And actually, before I do that, let me use a charge of Fate Converter to lose 2 Fate and gain a Danger. It'd be nice to get the Hope from Shade Shield for the next attack, but I just don't really want to risk a full miss. So we're going to get 2 dice. We're going to have, what, +1, +2, 3, 4, 5, +6. So we need a 3 or higher here. Yeah, 3 or higher. It's a 3 and a 2. No sense in trying to push that 3. Let's gain a Fate and re-roll this 2. That's a 9. Woo! That's going to leave us with 3 black, 2 red, because we have the Rouse in there. Auto break 1 and hope 1. And we will draw BP. And Many-Eyed Face, AT of 7. Wound response will be gain a Fate, rewind, glaciate the previous attacker space. Okay. It's not bad. We have a bonus power, so we only need 6 on the dice here. That's plenty. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 without even using the black tokens. Oh, also I had closing tokens. I did not need to gain the Fate for the attack reroll. So then we're going to gain a Fate. We will rewind and then glaciate the previous attacker space. Then this card will go into our wound stack. Go up to 9 wounds, go up to 2 on our Once Upon a Time counter. And we'll get another BP3 into our BP deck. 3, 2, oh gosh. 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on. I wanted a BP2. AI 2 will come out. AI 3 will go in. 3, 2, 1. AI 2. These will come out. These will come out. Clear this. And we will leave 2 break. What else here? We're going to end up getting 2 elation. These will come off. We can't actually even take anything, any tokens from other people with burden, so don't need to worry about that. 2 opening. Then 2 more break, an opening, and a hope. I think we are good there. That ends the Truth Bearer's turn. Then I'm going to go with Returner here. I'm a little tempted to see if, like, we'll draw this BP card, because I don't think I have Heartseeker on anybody, do I? No, we can't. I mean, we could get it with the Dahaka Blade if we were in a blind spot or a cloud, but none of those exist in this battle, so that's not an option for us. I am just kind of considering, like, do I try to fail this attack on the BP card? We'll just see how it plays out. So we have to reestablish our time anchor. Go there, and then we will move 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go here. Then we'll attack with Razor Bow, so we'll gain a rage. We'll have +6, so we need 3 or higher to attack, or 3 or higher to hit. As a 1 and a 2. No crit miss effects with her. But let's just reroll the 1. This is gonna be really dumb if I full miss on this. But I'm trying to crit chase a little bit here. So let's see if we can fail this BP card and then get a BP3. 6. Okay, so we got 1 hit. So it's gonna be what? 3 red? Yeah, just 3 red. Okay, so there's a decent chance I'm gonna fail this roll. I may not come away with a great what's it called? Kratos pool. Temporal Icicle Gland. AT of 5, and it's atemporal, so I have to remember to draw a trauma card. And this would actually be a major for her. Okay, let's roll these one at a time. Let's see how close we get on this first attempt of power roll. Okay, of course, when I'm like, kind of don't really want to pass it is when I'm starting to roll well. Oh my gosh, all right, we need, no, I could choose to use the hope on one of those. I need to, oh my gosh. All right, I'm not gonna push my luck here. We're just gonna take that. We'll take the victory. So that is gonna put us at 10 wounds. I think it should, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. 10 wounds complete. How many did we have? What, 4 BP3s in here? Yeah, we did. Okay. So debrief. Obviously that fight went extremely well because of the number of bonus attacks that we got from doing all those trauma draws. We drew 4 cards that had bonus attacks on them. We ignored one of them and we still took 3 of them, which is just wild. And I think because we had those bonus attacks, I wouldn't even say we were necessarily more aggressive in this fight than I usually am. But I would say that being aggressive in this fight, like, it's worth considering being a little bit less aggressive in these Oracle fights and prioritizing, like, getting your Titans positioned around icebergs more. Because doing that, you can probably you're more likely to be able to avoid some nasty attacks from the Oracle. But I don't know, I hesitate with that just a little bit because the Oracle does have a fair, like, a lot of, I think a majority of the Oracle's attacks are laser attacks. But it's not, I don't think it's an overwhelming majority. Like, the Oracle has a number of attacks that are not laser attacks. He has some where they move and, like, run up and attack you, or they'll teleport Titans to them and attack them that way. So the icebergs aren't going to help you in those cases. Maybe being less aggressive is, I don't know, you could end up trying to get behind more icebergs, but I don't know if it's really going to help you that much. Like, I think if you do that at the risk of sacrificing some Titan attacks per round, you're guaranteed to be making the fight drag out longer while only giving yourself, like, a decent to good chance of being able to avoid Oracle attacks. Maybe the thing that I haven't been, like, there was very little about this fight that wasn't lucky, because we got the one BP3 that we drew, we got a crit on it. But I will say, I feel like I haven't been lucky with trying to get BP3s when I want them, for being able to get BP, like trying to get cores from Primordials, or even just trying to end fights with Primordials faster. Like if you're able to, we have good weapons. I'm usually pretty confident that we can wound a BP3 on, like, especially the Oracle and the Harpy. But even the Dahaka, even the Sun Descendants, like, well, I mean, BP3s and the Sun Descendant are a little bit of a different story, but there's some downside to not drawing those BP3s at like a somewhat early pace, because obviously at that point you're going to be extending the fight out longer because you're increasing the number of attacks you have to do. The number of wounds obviously stays the same, but you have to do more attacks because you're not getting those double wounds. It didn't actually hurt us in this fight. This fight, we were just looking to get more cores from it. But in, what was it, the Harpy fight? I think it made that fight a decent amount worse because we had to extend it so much just to deal all the wounds. I don't know, that fight was only a couple days ago and I'm already forgetting like the details of it. I do not have a good memory, except for like random little things. Anyway, no need to drag this fight out longer. It was an incredibly lucky one. It was very satisfying to be able to start drawing a bunch of positive traumas in a row. I'm just kind of curious, if we drew that last trauma for a Temporal 4 returner, what would it have been? If it was another bonus attack, I'm gonna freak the hell out. No. Okay. Finally a negative trauma in there for us to have drawn. But it was really nice to be able to get a bunch of bonus attacks in there. It's like my favorite 2 words in this game are bonus attack. But thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Single wave. Double wave.